Hey there, it's your man Phil. Now, this is a peculiar video that I'm putting on here. It's been a while since I've actually done a video on YouTube, mainly because I haven't had anything that's particularly interesting to do. But I did go on holiday to Portugal, and this is a video of my time in Portugal. A lot of it was spent driving around, going to the race circuit. There was a classic festival there for cars, which I quite enjoyed, and also just walking around and just taking in the scenery. I do a little review of the hotel halfway through. This is sort of a memory for me rather than me self-promoting. But anyway, give it a look, see if you like it. And if you do, maybe subscribe, maybe like it. Up to you. But anyway, like I say, it's more of a memory. Okay, cheerio! Onto the car. So I'm thinking I'm going to narrate some of this just to make it a bit more interesting, but this is the little Fiat 500 we hired, a little convertible, which is awesome, if a little bit slow. This is our 5-star inverted commas hotel, which I had no complaints with whatsoever. We were on the 16th floor, which meant we had an excellent view of the sunrise every morning. Now this is a bit of a walking holiday interspersed with a bit of motorsport, so I'll start off with my first solo walk. I left Helen in bed, and here I go. Well, I've come to the beach, I've come for a walk, and I have no idea how I'm going to get up to there. I've got to get up there somewhere. So I don't quite know how I'm going to do that. So I shoot off, back up the thing. I have to climb this little ropey thing. I've managed to get up on the cliffs. It's a little bit more sketchy than I thought, and Crocs is probably not the best thing to wear, but I'm also following a guy in Speedos, which is a bit worrying. But it's quite nice, look. See? Stuff. Go with the Speedo. Yeah. But I'm adventurising. So I lost the guy with the Speedos and headed off once more. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. The sun was brilliant. Wow, check that out. It's a little bit scary. It's a sinkhole. Hopefully it'll take my weight. Oh my god. So I head off again. The sinkholes, there's loads of them around the place. But anyway, I just go through these various bits and bobs. Poor old Helen, like I say, left her in bed. When I started this thing, I got a book. I've managed to find this book, and if I can find it, I'll put a little thing up on here. But in the end, it was so confusing. There's so many trails, so many different routes you can go, that I ended up using an app instead, where you could track yourself on the map, so I didn't get lost. But there's so many different trails around Portugal, and I can't believe there's so much available space for people. But it's just brilliant. And this is the first time I got the drone up. I was absolutely petrified. I'm still super paranoid about using a drone. So basically I just went up and down and left and right. It's very sensible. I didn't do anything crazy, so I didn't annoy anyone, and I was very considerate. There's so many sinkholes. See, there's another big sinkhole there. They're just everywhere. Crazy. Oh god, I just had the drone up, and I didn't go very far, but I still felt like I lost sight of it, and it's just scary. But look at this. It's not bad, is it? Oh, into sea. That's a nice spot over there to have sunbathe. I don't know how you get out of there. So I head off again, a few more sinkholes, a bit more sun, a bit more, you know, poking around. I absolutely love it. Like I keep saying, Portugal is now, and the Algarve is one of my go-to places. I just absolutely love it. I think this is going to be the end of the trail for me. Just look at this. Basically, there's a route down to the beach down there, somehow. There's a post here, and then that's the route down. There's some bloke over there, he's thinking, how the hell am I going to get through there? There's some kind of path up here, but not for me, not with Crocs. So I head back. I couldn't go the full route I wanted to, but I took an alternative route on the way back. So yes, I'd walked that bit before, but then I headed inland a little bit. Lovely little house there, and then we just carried on, and then I came to this little ruin, which is pretty cool. A lot of graffiti. I love a bit of graffiti. Lots of trees, and it was a bit cooler because I was getting a bit superheated on the walk itself. So it was actually quite nice to have a bit of shade. And then they ended up coming back to the thing, and I couldn't find the way back down to the car park, but I found it eventually. Oh, so the start of this climb, you have to use this rope to climb up there. Oh, I've finished it now. But bloody hell. Oh, we're knackering. So here we are the following day, or maybe even the day after that, but we're heading off in our little Fiat 500. I'm fascinated by this little tunnel, bridge or whatever it is. Anyway, we always took the back roads wherever we could, avoided the motorways, but the back road to the circuit from Alvor was absolutely brilliant. You can't really pick it up on this, but it was lovely to get out in the countryside. Now, the actual classic car festival itself is very underrated. It's probably more focused towards the drivers as opposed to spectators. They're not really catered for hugely. I mean, the tickets were only like €70 with VIP access to the tower. So it's very good value, and obviously the weather out there is amazing. Now, the circuit itself in the Algarve is one of the best in Europe, if not the world. It's so undulating, it's absolutely beautiful, stunning, and if you've got the weather right, it's perfect. Well, Saturday the 25th or something like that, we're at the Algarve, the Autoroma de Algarve, and we're at the top of the tower. At the classic festival, the circuit has gone quiet for a moment, which is quite nice, but it's a good view up here. But the sun is quite strong. I mean, this morning it was raining, and then it's just suddenly got super hot. So you can basically tolerate this for about an hour, and then you have to go around the other side in the shade to cool down. But we've got a 2-hour race coming up now. Endurance stuff, and you won't be able to see them, but over there you've got GT40s, E-Type Jags, a bits of Rini, there's a couple of 911s I think, a Mustang, so it should be good. It should be good. Just been up there in the tower. We got VIP access via the tunnel. It's quite difficult to understand what's going on, but just here is the back of the pits. MotoGP's coming here next weekend, but we're not going to that because we just can't spend a whole month in the Algarve. But anyway, look at this. You can walk through the pits. It's pretty my first car was a Volkswagen GTI. It's going to get noisy. Oh, look at that. That there, making all that noise, is a Scirocco. Little Porsche 914. But look, you can just walk through the pits. Everyone's still racing. This is qualifying at the moment. A nice GT40. Probably not a real one, but bloody lush, mate. Lush. Working on it there. Little, oh, look at this. A Lola. Nice. Oh, that's a nice touch. It's nice. I had one of those as well. A Bizzarini. These are cool. This sounds amazing. Bloody awesome! Bloody awesome! Marcos. I think I'll come out here now. But as you can see, nice variety of cars actually. This it's a bit smoky on the back there. But hopefully, Helen. Oh, and this is one of these things I'd like, a Zoomer. Zoomer. I've always wanted one of these. You can't get them in England. You have to get an import, but nice. Well, here's a quick review of the VIP at the Algarve circuit to Algarve. Basically, you come up to the top floor here. This is the shady side. Nice little motorbike there. I think the MotoGP are here next week. But anyway, you're not going to hear me in a minute because they've got some Formula Fords going round, single seaters. But yeah, here's the back end. You see him come the other side. Yeah, you see them come the other side here, but it's quite a nice little shaded bit. And over here you can see them go up that hill over there. And then you come back in. So you come back in and we'll go this way. But if you look down there, there's a whole thing going on down there, look. See? My legs. Well, down here you've got Luz. Little coffee thing. There's Helen, look. And then this is the best bit, you get the sun this side. Well, look, you can see them come down here. Over there. Well, that's pretty much a wrap on the Algarve Classic meet here. It's the last race of the day. But it's been absolutely brilliant. The weather's been a bit iffy, but to be honest, it's been just right. It hasn't been too hot, too sunny. Bit of cloud, but warm. So yeah, this is the last race. I think that's the 4-minute buzzer. They're going to shoot off in a minute, I think. No, 5-minute buzzer that is. But I mean, these aren't the best cars, to be honest. There's 3 Golf GTIs there. Quite a lot of Escorts. Little Mini. Yeah, it's been really good fun, and I'll come again someday. Give it a year or two. And this is the viewpoint. There's a place where you can get out your car and see the whole circuit yourself. But I thought I'd get the drone up for the second time on this holiday, just to show you how wonderful this circuit is and how undulating it is. And there's a little drip at the end of it. Here he is. Idiot. I thought I'd give you a quick guided tour of the hotel room. Just check this out. Lovely area there for putting your stuff. You've got some hangers, 5 hangers, probably not very good. I put my dirty stuff up there. Little sort of cabinet thing here with a safe and a fridge. The fridge is very handy. It comes with wine. I think you have to buy the wine, I'm not really sure. Although this is all inclusive and the wine is free downstairs. Wasn't very clear. It says up here that you get 2 bottles, a bottle of water and a couple of soft drinks, and that anything else is €15. So I didn't know what that meant, so I've not touched it. We have got a bidet. I've not really used a bidet before. I turned it on, and I mean that is not where my arse is, but anyway, I might have to give that a go later on. Here's the old man himself. Look at all this beauty products. It's got a lovely enclosed shower / bath. Look at that. It's quite nice. Works quite nicely. Oh, what is his name? How many people can you get in there? Well, just 2, I'd say. Towel rack. They're very good at cleaning, so yeah, they've been good at that. Downside is the bed's comfortable, but it's a twin bed, so if we want to get intimate, I fall down the gap. No, we don't want to get into it. Here's a picture of some coral. Here is, there's some kind of thing here, wardrobe thing. Big old TV. A sofa which turns into a bed. My lovely wife. Table and chair. Quite like the design of that. It's quite stylish. I like the wallpaper. It's sort of like cloth embedded. It's real cloth stuck to the wall. Anyway, the wonky lamp. I try to fix that because it's OCD in me. That shouldn't be like that wonky. But anyway, air conditioning up there. It's not too noisy. Big old unit outside here. Then we got 2 chairs. We got a table, ashtray if you want to have a little smoke. We're on the top floor. So, as you can see, it's a long way down. I'm not really good with heights, but anyway, we've got Portimao over there in the distance. The sun is set. The only problem with this room is there's a big wall here, and the sun probably stops getting through here about 2 o'clock. So, I think the penthouse is just around the corner there. It's the best room. But anyway, I'm happy with it. I love being on the top floor, except for the height thing, but it's cool, isn't it? You can see the whole sea behind us. Isn't that cool? So I like being on the top floor. I quite like the way you get to it. The lifts are quite fun. You use your room card and it takes you straight to the floor. So that's good. But yeah, the hotel's all right. Food's a little bit ropey, but that's what you get in any all-inclusive, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough a review of the room. Am I even in focus? I don't know. Slight update on the food thing. It's not ropey at all. Helen's corrected me. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not, Michelin star type food, but it's very respectable. The breakfasts are really nice. So yeah, no complaints on the food either, to be honest. So here's me just shoving out the Insta360 camera out of the window. As you can see, we were really high up, top floor. Loved it. The only thing that probably was a little bit disappointing was the big lump of concrete to the left there, but because it ruined the view of the sunset. But you were far enough away from the pool, you didn't hear all the noise. It was just brilliant. The next video is just me going on another walk. So this is on probably day 3 or 4. I lost real track of what I was doing, to be honest, but it was bloody lovely. I've dragged Helen out on a walk. I don't know if you can see her behind me, but yeah, it's a hot day here in Portugal. And we're going sort of cliff walking, casually walking the cliffs. I mean there's danger signs, but I think we'll be okay. Can I get down here? Just ignore the signs. Oh, look at that. Helen's not going to get close to the edge, I don't think. but look at that. Ooh, jaggedy, jaggedy. And here's my lovely wife, just admiring the view there. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? The sun was just reflecting so beautifully on the waves, and it was a nice calm day. The wind was pretty low that day, but it was absolutely beautiful. And there's some kind of, I think, is that a lighthouse in the distance? I don't think so, but look at, there's a little arch there, and there's this big old thing. I got the old 360 camera out. Everyone was sort of on the edge there, and I just got my pole and like shoved it over, because I can imagine it'd be pretty horrific if you fell down there. There's my little shiny bald head, just heading out there. Loads of boat trips on this day. The wind did pick up later in the week, and there was a lot less boats out at sea because I think the waves were pretty choppy. But yeah, you can, if you feel brave, you can get right to right to the edge of things, which is quite fun. You have to get used to the height. I'm sorry about the state of these videos when I do that. Some people find it a bit nauseous, but I quite like it. So up yours. Here's me getting even braver, getting closer to the edge. But yeah, I suppose it's kind of a little bit deceiving with the 360 camera, but you are pretty close, and it is a little bit scary. The legs were shaking just a tiny bit. And I just focus here on the little boats because I like a little boat. I mean, who wouldn't? The Atlantic in a little thing, go see caves. Well, Helen and I have been adventurising. We started off coming across this great big peninsula thing. Tried to get to the beach, but we couldn't because of all those rocks over there. So we've basically had an absolute nightmare getting across this bit over here. That was a nightmare, and now we've got on a half decent bit now. So Helen's just up there, just crossing the what's it called, to the summit of this little whatever it is. And as you can see, as we come over, there's a big stretch of rocks, and that's where we're going to head over to. So we're going to go right over there. Hopefully, it's probably turned out to be a bit more treacherous than the little guidebook said, but to be honest, they said we could come into the town and do the town, but I thought it'd be better coming this way because it's just more dangerous, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Hell. That's proper cliff, that, isn't it? Proper cliff. But anyway, we're still alive. Helen's soldiering on. Lovely beach, people just relaxing, having a beer. We're traumatising ourselves. We came across these amazing guys in these paragliders. They're just absolutely serene. Anyway, I continued this walk all the way to this town, left Helen there, she had a couple of beers, I walked all the way back, and that was the end of the walk. It was quite a long one for me. This is the next day. Helen and I are on a lovely walk again in the Algarve, following this irrigation channel. It's quite nice. I don't know if you can see Helen in the background. But yeah, we're just following this thing here. So yeah, this is one of the walks we used when we had the book. So we following the book. Luckily, this one was quite straightforward because it was just follow this irrigation drain. It was a kind of bit boring. The weather was a bit overcast, so and it was quite windy because in a minute I get the drone up again. And it was absolutely petrifying. We'd sort of like come to this junction of two rivers, and I think the wind just channeled itself into this area, and I was I was a bit worried that I was going to lose the drone. There's a couple of times it was drifting and stuff like that, but it was still a very nice walk. I suppose there was a bit of a circular bit at the end, but then we did actually have to end up walking back through the irrigation channel, which was a little bit boring. So this was one of the ones where I was a little bit disappointed, but it was still nice. If it was a lovely sunny day, I'm sure it would be brilliant to have a bit of shade and to actually know where you're walking as well. And we didn't see a single person on this walk, which is a big plus for me. I really don't like huge crowds or lots of people. And in fact, in all the walks we did in Portugal, you hardly come across many people. The worst day, it was when we went to Albufeira. This sort of like, it's like the Vegas of the Algarve, it appears. And we went to the old town, and I haven't recorded any of that because it was quite a disappointing day. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend Albufeira because, well, unless you're up for a good nightlife or what have you, because it's quite loud, and I'm not like that anymore. So no, this is just me dicking around with the drone again. My silly shorts, my bald head. I feel like I'm trying to land it into the thing that I have no idea. Then we followed the thing back. I did actually see a little pig whilst I was walking down here, which was quite exciting. I do like a little pig. Anyway, yeah, the terrain was pretty good. It gave off the Star Wars vibe, so I did post it on Instagram with, like, you know, when there's in Star Wars when they're dropping that bomb down there on the Death Star. It gave that kind of vibe. Anyway, I'll probably run out of things to say about this. So this is the next day, and look at the state of that head. I mean, I'm getting a bit of sunburn there, aren't I? Although it didn't flake off. This is a lovely bridge. I think it's in Portimao as you come across into it. And again, I was messing around with my 360 camera, so apologies if that makes you nauseous. But yeah, it's kind of a bridge you go to and from. There's another one just on the right there, which is sort of the back roads. This is sort of like the main road, I think. No, this is actually the small road. The other one's the motorway. So it's actually quite nice coming on this one. But this is another day I went for a walk on my own. I left Helen by the adult pool at the hotel. So there was two pools. One was for kids and another was a chill out one, which Helen loved, and I don't blame her. So anyway, I'm off on a walk again. Can't resist. So yes, Portugal is absolutely amazing. Just check that view out. It's incredible. We've got the lovely sea out there, and then it's just beautiful. It was quite a blowy night last night, so I think the waves are pretty intense, but I mean, you can't beat Portugal. It's just an awesome place. More inane drone footage of sinkholes. There's an excellent wave coming in a second. Not that one that you can see. Look at that. That's just beautiful, isn't it? But it was a very windy day. And so I was again super wary of the drone, and hence I only went up, panned it round, and virtually came down again. But just look at that. I'd walked all the way down through all those little things, in, out, shake it all about. Honestly, it's bloody awesome over there. And this thing is the Benegal sinkhole. So boats actually come up there, you know, when it's not as blowy as that, and you can go and look at it from the top, which is what I did. 360 thing of just showing how close I was to the edge. A bit of a cloudy day. Bit of a sway mess, but I've just come from up there and I'm down here. Check this out. Hey, this is bloody gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous. I love it, mate. I wonder how long that thing is going to stay there. But, I mean, it's pretty idyllic, isn't it, really? Oh, I just found a rock to sit on. But isn't that nice? I could be somewhere really exotic, but like the Philippines or something, I don't know. But it's nice, isn't it? Not bad. Portugal. So yeah, this beach is kind of special, isn't it? I mean, it probably is, I don't know what time of day this was, but it does get the sun probably all day to a certain extent. There's a little corner just there where people are sunbathing, but I don't know when, but they dug a tunnel down to the beach itself, and as you can see here, I'm heading up through it. It kind of gives off the Indiana Jones vibe. Now, I did make a bit of a mistake here with my camera. I scraped it on the ceiling because it gets quite narrow, and you've got to bear in mind I was absolutely knackered at this point as well. So anyway, luckily I didn't scrape the lens because that would have been a disaster. Anyway, I just popped through here. It looks like I'm coming through a pyramid or something, doesn't it? And there's this lovely little kid, little baby in his father's arms, just saying hello to me at the end here. But yeah, absolutely wonderful thing. A few bins there as well, which is always handy. Anyway, with this bit is Albufeira, and it's the only bit that I liked, just the colourful thing. So we just drove down there because I just like the colours and I thought it'd be good for 360. Anyway, that was the end of that day really. This might have been 2 days to be honest. So I think now I'm on another walk. It might be solo, it might be with Helen. Helen and I are out in lovely west coast of Portugal. She's behind me, bless her. She doesn't really like hills. And there's a hill coming up, so it's quite windy. The weather's overcast, but that's probably a good thing, really. Helen's put her headphones in because although this doesn't look steep, it's pretty steep. And we're going to get up here. I do love Portugal, though. I go on about it, but we've come away from the beaches and everything. We're a bit inland, although this walk does also have a bit of beach in it as well, so it's just bloody lovely. I love it. No one's here. I'm out of breath, but I've got to keep going. So I got the drone up again, and this time it was really windy, so we were kind of sheltered in those valleys there, but as soon as I got it up it was glitching and stuff like that, so I had to get it down pronto. And as you can see, I mean, further down the weather looks great. I think it did improve by the time we got down to the beach, but these beaches were much more impressive in the fact that they were big, you know, big beaches, and a lot of people come down here and surf. There's lots of surfy places, so there's some gratuitous 360 me showing off, giving my wife a lovely little wave, bless her, she's always catching up. And again, sort of like, I quite like the way they do all this, have these paths here, so you're not sort of wearing away the actual footpaths, the actual stone stuff. But this was kind of a lovely day. It was quite a nice long walk, me and Helen, and it was just absolutely awesome. I loved it. I can't tell you how much I love Portugal. It's just unbelievably beautiful. It's so amazing. It was supposed to be a really blowy day today, and it is. It was supposed to rain and it hasn't, but just, oh my god, it's just so amazing. Thank you, Portugal, thank you. I love you so much. It's bloody awesome here. Love it. I'd love to get the drone up because the scenery is absolutely amazing. You've got these lovely rocks here, then this great big thing here. There's the edge. I'm right on the edge here. So how far can I get? Yeah, pretty close. I don't know what this thing was, but I quite liked it. It must be some kind of navigational thing, but it was just weird in the middle of nowhere, this concrete bottle of wine or something. Don't know. But I like the little birds on the top as well. And a bit of graffiti. We might have just taken the wrong turn on this walk because it's looking a bit scraggy down this bit. But look, that is a cool beach hut type thing over there, isn't it? With the waves breaking in the background and the beach. This is some kind of wetland area or something. But yeah, I think we got a bit too close to the edge of whatever this is. That town in the distance is where we're heading. But I think this is where all the surf has come. The surf was too rough today. Oh, it was a bit too rough. Let me get the sun. A little bit of sun just over the edge there. But wow, what a lovely walk that's been. Absolutely brilliant. Helen has enjoyed it, hopefully. I think she has. It's just there. But I think we need to backtrack a little bit just to get a bit higher up. Because, like I say, it felt like we were going a bit too close to the edge to the water there. So we're going to head back up here. And we know we're going the right direction. So, and like I say, that is a cool looking beach thing, isn't it? And that the beach is over there. It's very blowy today. But, as you can see, it's quite scraggy, this bit. They mark them as these little things here. But I have no idea what they mean. But I think Helen's taken the right choice. This feels better. It's definitely the right direction anyway. But awesome walk. As always, Portugal is always giving. It's just amazing. Beautiful place. Get your ass over here because it's awesome. So, Helen and I are at Eden and I'm trying to make sure that the copyright issue is not going to be here. So the microphone is very close to my mouth, so this is going to be bad. But we're going to play mini golf at Eden in Alvor. It looks really cool out there. There's a lovely little bar. It's really cool. I like it. So yeah, we're going to head out and play some mini golf, mofos. Cheers. Shit, 2, 3, 4. There's 1. I mean, I still won, yeah. That's a 1! That's a 1! I got a birdie! Yes, that's where I wanted to go. Yeah, that's good. Oh, no, he sneaked out. 5. 2. Oh, that's a 4 through the volcano.
Straight into the volcano's belly is your ticket to a fiery hole-in-one.
No, 3. It's a 3. Yes. Fuck. 4.
2?
Yes.
Oh my god.
2. Shit in hell. 3, 4, I'm in. 3. Shit, 2. 3 shots. Shit. Straight in the bloody water. Ah! 3. Yes! A hole in one. 1. Thank you. Helen, your turn. Oh dear. She got a 3. A 1 and a 3. Who's the winner? It's me. Thank you very much.
Have you counted the scores?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't care, but I need a wee.
£7 o'clock in the morning. I'm feeling frisky. I'm going to walk up the highest mountain in Portugal, and it's not really a mountain, it's just a big hill. But that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm about to set off, and the weather looks good so far. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm just driving to the top of the mountain. It's off-road at the moment in the clouds. This isn't actually the highest mountain in Portugal. It's the highest in the Algarve. But look at this. This is funny. I'm in the middle of nowhere on a dirt track. I've made it to the start point of my hike today, and I can honestly say I think it's going to be quite scenic. Look at this. I'm the only car in the car park. The car made it up the hill. I think I'm going to need a bit of this today. I've come for a little solo adventure, just me, myself and I. If you look over there, you could probably just see some sort of resemblance of hills and stuff like that. Yes, you can. It was very, very foggy coming up, and I didn't think I'd be able to see anything, but the clouds have broken very briefly to show me that I'm quite high up and stuff like that. Anyway, I think I go this way. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm actually using Trail Maps app. It's pretty good. The reception's luckily quite good up here. I feel a bit of a cheat using technology, but it does make it so much easier. I bought a book with all these maps on, and it was just so confusing. You know, I couldn't work out. It says turn right at the hut and stuff like this. And it was like I couldn't find it. So yeah, I cheated and used the thing. It's quite early in the morning, so I look a bit jaded. I think it's about 8:30 in the morning. I've left Helen in bed, just come out for a little walk up in the hills, and it's very pleasant. Look at this. It's lovely. I mean, it's a bit bushy, but bushy's all right. I've seen a wild boar. And what the hell is that? I've walked through some cows. Oh God! Please don't kill me. And it's just been Halloween, so it's a bit sort of scary in the fog, up in the hills. But yeah, I'm glad I came. It's been good, and there's some more hills. It's a bit cloudy, but I can live with that. Anyway, keep going. So the following day, the last day, me and Helen go for a lovely stroll down on Alvor beach. Now that rain cloud there did actually turn into serious rain, and we got absolutely soaked. So we cut the walk short, headed into town and had a couple of beers at a lovely bar. We're in Alvor, and we've just been at this place. Oh, it's been so bloody nice. The bill's come to 20 quid. Oh, it's nice. It is really nice. It's just so nice. Get yourself to Alvor, because it's brilliant. Love it. So this is the end of the video. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You have been tortured, but hopefully you've gained some insight into how wonderful Portugal is. It was an amazing holiday. Everything went to plan. The flights there and back with Ryanair. I think we got the holiday through TUI. I think that's who we got it through. Not normally my cup of tea, really, package holidays, but this one with a hire car, the independence that brings you, was absolutely brilliant. So no complaints. Definitely going back to Portugal again. We might try somewhere different other than Alvor, because I've been there twice now. I do like it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, like and subscribe. You don't have to, because these are my memories. And Dan, if you're still at this point, Dan is the only one that watches these. Dan, cheers mate.